Hi everyone, this is your boy now coming here today with incantation tier list, guys. So I'm gonna rank every single incantation today, guys, from God tier that should stand like for the S tier, and obviously the lowest are Maidenless. You're getting destroyed there, like it's a totally useless incantation, pretty much. So similar to how I've done Age of Empires 4 tier list after the first patch drop, and I've been proven right and true in this point that it was the first tier list. I think I'm the only one on YouTube or in general who did a all incantations tier list. Not only rank the best ones, just like ranked every single one of them. And I would also ask you to like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers, and so I can stream here for you guys. It would mean really a lot to me. And let me know in the comments below what kind of tier list you want me to do next. So honestly, it's really tricky to rank incantations, and it's much harder to rank them the sorceries. I'm probably gonna do sorceries next because they're very unique, and there's barely two of the incantations that do the pretty much similar or exact same thing, and a lot of them actually alleviate like some build-ups or a lot of things you can do with incantations is like pre-buff yourselves before battles, and that's really good gameplay that you kind of plan out the battle and counter what your opponent does. For example, he does a lot of like lightning damage, so you can like pre-buff yourself and kind of like put different talismans on you and kind of counter his strength. So I have 150 hours, I think, with all my fate builds combined, and 250 hours in total in this game. So I'm gonna do everything that I can to like kind of like explain to you why I rank certain incantations, where I rank them, and let's just get straight into it. So first of all, Esix Decay. Easy god tier, guys. This incantation is gonna carry you throughout the whole game. So you pretty much become a dragon, and you don't get like hyper armor or anything, but like you just absolutely murder bosses. So this one is probably one of the strongest incantations in the game right off the bat, and it's gonna inflict rot status alignment on your boss, or like even against multiple enemies. It just does tremendous amount of damage in the multiples of thousands. So this easy god tier. And you can, I think this is the best one to use against bosses. The other one, Rotten's Breath, I might as well just put it in S tier immediately. Pretty much this one is better off if you want to use of horseback, and it has low requirements. I think 15 fate, 12 arcane, but it has slightly lower range than this one, but you can use it off horseback, which is totally OP. So flame fell upon thee, I would rank this A. I really like this spell. So it shoots multiple fireballs and covers a pretty good area. Like it has decent range. I think firing attacks in this game are on average not that strong. This one is among the better ones. I really like it, and I think it's a decent incantation. Like just like if you're like getting like swarmed, you can use it really fast, and against big targets it also does good damage. So I would rank it at A. Blackflame Blade, absolutely maidenless. This one is good because it would inflict the opponent with like damage over time, but the thing is like it lasts like 8 seconds, so you're getting absolutely cucked here. Like I thought it was a bug actually. Like I would really like to buy myself up before the boss fights with this, but it would run out so fast. I thought it was actually bugged at the beginning when the game dropped. So I would definitely put this in Maidenless. So Ancient Dragon's Lightning, I mean the lightning spells in these games do good damage, but the thing is they're really inconsistent with the damage they do. So I would put it at very low A, I think. Um, it does good damage, but the thing is like you get no high power when you cast it, and also like the animation is pretty long. I will put it at A, I think. I would honestly put it A. So Magma Breath, I'm not fan of Magma Breath. If you want to use like fire based like dragon spell, excuse me, incantation is the correct word. I will just use another one that I'm gonna go over later on. So I think I'm gonna put Magma Breath in Maidenless. It's used. I mean, like if you have a boss with a huge body, like you can use it to do some damage over time on there. But I would just use another one. Like honestly, you have limited memory slots, so I think it just goes into Maidenless. So as per the Crucible horns, I'm not so nice for Crucibles. I mean, this one does good damage, but the range is not that crazy. I would rather use like Ash of War on a weapon or something. Um, in my other hand or something. I don't really like this one. I think it's C. So Glintstone Breath, we're gonna put it at B. It does really good damage, but I think just better. There's just better, like, Dragon Incantations, mainly Smaug's Glintstone Breath, which is definitely going into A. And this one just does more damage, has high requirement, but it does more damage than Glintstone Breath. They pretty much do the exact same thing. Obviously, you can cast this off horseback, but the Smaug's Glintstone Breath, you cannot really cast off. You cannot really cast off horseback. It's actually Smaragds, it's not Smaugs. I had to Google it really fast. This isn't like Lord of the Rings. So it's Smaragds, Glintstone Breath. This one does tremendous damage. Out of all the Dragon Incantation, this one does on high faith with like a Erdtree seal or something. This does actually the most pure damage. Obviously, you cannot inflict them with like rot or anything, but this one is really good. So this goes straight to air. So Barrier of Gold increases your magic resistance, and it's a really good incantation, especially because you're like fighting a lot of magic opponents. Like, you're fighting a lot of these like summons. You're fighting like, I don't know, Renala. You're fighting even in the later game areas. There's a lot of bosses and like little mobs with magic. So that's like straight air. Howl of Shabriri, I don't know. Like, it builds up madness, but madness in this game, PvE, is not that like great. And obviously, I want to say this, which I really didn't stress enough at the beginning. These are PvE lists, guys. So PvP. I think I will make this list a bit different, but this is mainly a PvE list, so just keep that in mind when I rank these. Bloodflame Talons, I think it goes to B. I mean, its range is really low. It does really good damage. It also bleeds a bleed effect, but like I'm just not like these incantations that like have really low range. So I would put it in B. Bloodbloon, on the other hand, I think very low A tier. That's what I would say. This one builds a bleed really fast. It has decent range and like does it in a AoE like arc, so that's pretty good. Um, then we have Burn of Flame. Actually, this is one of my best spells. So, Burn of Flame does tremendous damage to bosses, especially if they have a big, like, model. This just like bursts out flame from the ground, and even though you wouldn't say it, some people just like would glance over this and wouldn't really use it because like it doesn't have great range. You have to be close to them, but actually this one does tremendous damage. You can do like 9k damage with this if you're really like buffed up and you do it below a boss. So this one is a monstrous incantation. So then we have Black Flame. I'm gonna still put it to the S tier, even though it's a very early game incantation. You're gonna use this all throughout the game. You can use this against like late game bosses like the Elden Beast and like the dragons. It does the damage over time. So it's a really good one throughout the game, honestly. So I'm just gonna put it here. Like I really like it, honestly. And even though some of these can do like more damage in total, this one can just be spammed really fast and then you can dodge it so that you don't have like a big wind up. Shadow Bait, absolutely maidenless. Like this is like obviously like maybe useful at the beginning, like you want to like kind of juke the opponents, but like absolutely maidenless. Low regression on the other hand, I will put it at B, honestly. I mean, it's very very like very niche, I would say, because of the high requirement of it. So I don't know, like I think like B is the use for it, or maybe low A. I don't know, honestly. Let me see the. Oh my god, what am I doing, man? Let's look at it together. I think the requirement is very high, especially because it's Italian. So it's a citation with FP cost 55. It doesn't even matter, but it's intelligence requirement. So the thing is, you have to do an int fate build, but heals all elements and dispels of special effects. So I guess it's low A. I want to put in B because, like, it's really niche. I don't see myself doing a int fate build. I'll do it in the future because I tried like multiple builds. I have like 4 builds going. 2 of them fate based, arcane fate and strength fate. But like I don't know, like low A if you're gonna do it, like it's really good because like you pretty much can like just like do away with all of the other ones like that, like heal status alignments and shit like that. So then we get to Borealis Mist. I'm gonna put this high B. No, I would put it low A. I mean, it's similar to Smart's Glintstone Breath. It does a bit less damage, but it also inflicts ice. So I mean, like you can get them for frostbitten. So this one is actually pretty nice. I like the Smart's Glintstone Breath more, but like this is one of the rare incantations that can like actually proc frostbite. So I mean, low A, I would say. GiantFlame Take D. I mean, I think I don't know, man. This one is like tricky to rank. Transfer play. I think it's S tier actually. Is it S tier? I mean, this is the only flame incantation that's really strong. I mean, black flame. Obviously, you cannot really. It's a god slay incantation. You can't really count it as a flame. So GiantFlame Take D is actually a very decent one. It has good range and good AoE. So I'm gonna put it in God tier, aka S tier. I'm pretty confident that Poison Armament C tier. I don't really see people putting like Poison Blade. I think there are like many better ones that you can put on. So I don't know, like I think C tier is like where it's at. Low casualty, maidenless, like you retaliate after receiving a number of blows. The point of this game is not to get hit. You can get killed like at any like point. DragonIce B tier, similar to like Borealis, but like obviously you can cast on horseback, but it just does less damage. So B tier it is. Inescapable Frenzy, as I said, I'm not really like sold, like to be perfectly honest with you, on the I know PvE use of like madness. You cannot really build it up on bosses, so like I think it's C. It does a screech like AoE screech. I would just use something that does like tremendous damage instead of this. Theodorix Magma. I mean, I could put it low C. I don't know. Like, I don't even like it that much. C or Maidenless. I would put it low C, like very low C. I would just use Aghels Flame instead of this. Honestly, like, I'm just like not sold on this at all, man. So Dragon Flame also, while we're looking at the Dragon Incantations, that's like C, I would say. I would just use Aghels Flame instead of all this, and I would put Aghels Flame at A. So I can't really find Aghels Flame, but I would definitely put it at A, and I'm gonna put it at A when I get to it. So Hornbolt, I think A, just because you can spam it. You can just spam it against like annoying opponents like knights and things like that. I really like it, even though it's not on the level of lightning spear. That's obviously S tier. That's like a easy S tier. Like that's the most spammable like spell, similar to like Glintstone Pebble from sorceries. So Hornbolt, I think A tier. Flame of the Fell God, Maidenless, absolute trash, man. This was like a hype up incantation that I really wanted to try. This is the one that uses the used by the giant, like fucking in the frost end game area. So this one is trash. Takes so long to get to the opponent and just absolute garbage, man. Like never use this. Greyoll Roar. I'm gonna put it A tier. I'm not gonna put it God tier because like it doesn't debuff certain bosses. It does good damage, but like for 3 memory slots, it just like I don't know, like I just can't bring myself to put it in S tier, even though I really like this one. It's really good at fighting a lot of opponents, but as I said, like I don't know, like it just like I would rather do like tremendous amount of damage to them just to kill them and get them out of the way than like try to debuff them. This isn't like an RPG or something where you like fight opponent for like 5 minutes and then like try to debuff them and things like that, like to like bring the defenses down. So I don't know, like I would put it like high A tier. Poison Mist, absolutely maidenless. High maidenless tier list, I would say. Like, can I put it here? No, absolutely. Okay, let's put it like here. I mean, like, I would just use like Bloodflame Talons or something. Like, I don't like this Poison Mist, very low range. It's kind of trashy. Beast Claw, I mean, breaks my heart to put it in B tier, man. This is one of my favorite spells. I use the Beast Claw like seal for like 99% of the game, and then it with my Fate strength build, and then I switched to Erdtree's seal. This is one of my favorite incantations. It just been nerfed from the beta, and like it doesn't do that much damage, but it's really cool, man. Opponents can start to actually jump over it unintentionally or something. So Cure Poison, I will put it like C. It's just like I don't know. Poison is not that like cancerous in this game. There's a lot of things that do poison, but you can use like another one that's like just superior to this one. It just Flame Cleanse Me, alleviates blood, excuse me, it alleviates poison and rot, and it cures the effect. So this one is actually absolutely one of the best incantations in the game. This is the only thing that cleanses rot. Alongside low regression in the game, there is no sorcery as far as I know that does this, and this is just like one that you have to run in this like rot infested areas. So Beastial Constitution. Let me actually. Why am I Beastial Constitution? Elden Ring. I don't know what's with my typing today, man. Alleviates blood loss and frost buildup. So it's only blood and frost buildup. So it's pretty good. I don't know. I will put it at B. I just want to make sure that this is the one that we're talking about. So I think it's B, man. You can actually run it in many areas, but like obviously you can't run all these like cleanse effects together. So Frenzy Burst, I think A. It's a really good range, almost instant, very good damage. I can't put it S tier. I don't think it's S tier in PvE, but it's a really good one. Divine Fortification, I think it's like B tier, or maybe even C tier. I don't know. Like I think it's like I would put it in C tier, man. I can put it everything like in like B and A tier. Like I think it's C tier. DragonMaw, I'm not sold on these like incantations that have low range, so I'm gonna put this in C tier. I mean, obviously it's very good damage, but I would just use, as I said, a weapon. This one like actually goes forward and like hits. So I think this one like is actually decent, but I would just rather use like incantation that actually doesn't put you in harm's way, man. Blackflame Ritual, I think B tier. I actually like Burn of Flame better than Blackflame Ritual. Obviously, this applies damage over time effect. The damage is not crazy. Also, you have the wind up, so I think B is pretty good. Like Blackflame Protect Me. Um, I think it's B tier. I think it's actually B tier. This actually increases your damage negation. So I think it's like B tier, I would say. Discus of Light. Okay. I just want to make sure, guys, that I know what I'm talking about. Farzing over. Oh, yeah, this one is trash, bro. Yeah, I just want to make sure that's the one that like talking. This one is trash, guys. This one is like low C. This one has no range. It's like I don't like it. It's low. I just don't know. Radagon even light B tier, but the thing is, it's both like Fate and Int. So I don't like that you have to have two things, especially because you're gonna probably do Fate with like Arcane or like Dex/Strength. I don't really like Int Strength, Int like Fate builds. So this one actually does really good damage. It's just that like I'm not like sold on like the Fate plus like in that's why low regression is not S tier. As per the Crucible, this is the one that like bloats you up and then you do damage. I think it's C tier. I don't think like this one is any good. Like the wind up time is really like long. Last is Glaive, I think A tier. It's not like crazy good, but the AoE is like almost 180 degrees. So this one is really good. Wrath of Gold, I don't know, like B tier. I think it's B tier. I don't know, man. I think it's B tier. Ancient Dragon Lightning. Um, this one is really inconsistent, so I don't know if I should put it in A tier. It does really tremendous damage, but I would just like Burn of Flame more. I'm gonna put it at the top of B tier. Burn of Flame is more consistent than Ancient Dragon Light. This one like sometimes just like skips opponents, doesn't even hit them. Flame Grab Stat easy 8 S tier. This one I use with my Strand build to absolutely murder things. This one is like extremely good. If you're doing a flame build with like flame arts and things like that on your weapon, or like you just use these ones, this is gonna boost your physical and flame damage. This is insane. I think by 20%. It's crazy, man. Great heal straight A tier. This is gonna probably heal you to full health. You have to run one heal, like one like straight heal, like a Lord's heal or this heal. I think easy A tier. Blessing Boom, I would actually put in S tier. If you have high fate, this is just gonna heal you over time so hard, and there is no need for anything else. So I think Blessing Boom God tier. Maybe I'm gonna put even Great Heal in S tier. I don't know. Maybe low S tier. I think low S tier. Whirl of Flame, C tier. I don't know. Like this one, like has this looping, like flame. It's not that good. It does good damage, but it's just low range. Catch Flame, very good damage, but low range. It's like boom, boom, boom. Catch Flame, Catch Flame, Catch Flame. Like, it's pretty good, honestly. I'm not really, I'm not hating on it. Triple Rings of Light, I hate this one. Does okay damage, but like for a later game incantation, it's really like not really like impressive. Lightning Strike, I don't know, low A tier. Another lightning incantation. Aghels Flame. Oh, this is one of my favorites, man. I really like this one. Aghels Flame is A tier. Like that's why I put all these like Dragonfire and Magma Breath's lore. Like I just don't like it. Lord Divine Fortification increases your holy damage. There isn't that many holy damage opponents. I will put it B tier. Obviously, all of these are very like that like pre-buff. You are very like situational, but like I like love to like switch them up before a big battle. So this is crazy. Urgent heal, I would say like a low C tier. No, Maidenless, fuck that. It's like such a low heal that like as soon as you get like a normal heal, you're always gonna like obviously gonna switch it. So normal heal, I would put like B, maybe low B tier. I don't even like it. So um I don't know. Golden Lightning Fortification. Um, I would say A tier. This is really good. So this one negates lightning damage. Lightning opponents are very dangerous, and this one is really good. Darkness, Maidenless. I don't like this one. It's like very niche, very gimmicky. Scarlet Aeonia. This breaks my heart, man. I really want to put this in the God tier, but like honestly, if you can inflict rot with this one, why would you even use Scarlet Aeonia? But it's such a cool effect, but used by a Millennia that you can like hit them. Like if they're swarming you, like if you have dogs or fucking imps swarming you, this one is pretty good. So A tier. Vyke's Dragonbolt increases no damage negation, but increases lightning negation. This one I used a lot before every boss fight. Obviously, you don't want to use it against dragons that use lightning, but like this one is pretty good. So Litany on Proper Death creates a image of Holy Order to deal damage. I think it's 80. This one does actually good damage. It's not at high range, but pretty good damage. Protection of the Erdtree. I think it's pretty much critical damage negation, easy 8 tier. Easy 80 protection of the Erdtree. Placidusax Ruin, I don't know, man. Like, I wanna put it like S tier, but like, can I put it S tier? I mean, I'll put it S tier, but very low S tier. It does tremendous damage. Just like, I don't know. If you wanna do, like, compare the damage over time, the damage like that you do per second, casting this in some other like, I think this one is not really S tier, but I'm gonna just put it because it's really cool, man. Ashblood Crucible Tail. Low B, it does AoE damage. I don't know, like I'm not really like sold on it. Flame Sling, I will put it low B. You're gonna place this with Black Flame for the rest of the game as soon as you get it. Early on it's valuable, but later on you just get outscaled by everything else. Golden Vow, easy S tier, one of my favorite incantations in the game. Very easy S tier. I use this on the Golden Halberd before every fight, and like if you don't use the Golden Halberd, use just Golden Vow, increases your damage negation and your damage by like 50%. Rejection, I would say like C, man. The thing is, like, you don't want to let them get close. Like, if you let them get close, I would just like hit them with something. So, like, I don't know about rejection. I'm not sold on it. Stone of Guraqq, similar to like Beastco, I really love this one. Does really good damage, actually, guys. So, if you use the Beastial Constitution seal, it's actually very good. Maybe I'll put it A tier. I actually like this one a lot, man. Just for those who are like, kind of like, very, very, strong against other damage types. I'm gonna actually put it Elden Stars easy S tier. This one is like a fucking cancer, man. If they use it against you or use it against them. So Dragonbolt Blast increases damage negation by 35%. It makes like light attacks and like even some like bigger opponents bounce off you. So this one is like I think S tier, just against fucking like like lightning based opponents. So Scorching Black Flame, I don't actually like this one. I would just use like GiantFlame Take instead of this one. I mean, they don't do the same thing, but like I don't know, just like pulls Black Flame in front of you. I'm not like sold on it. Like I don't even like it that much. Order Healing, I think B. As I said, I don't like In plus Fate incantations. I'm not really like a fan of it. That's lighting A tier. You're not gonna like inflict death and just like insta kill opponents in this game in PvE, but it's pretty good. I like the damage. Dragon Claw, similar to DragonMaw, C tier or even like Maidenless. This one actually does good damage, but I don't like the one that like you have to like get close in person up to them. So very low C tier, maybe even like fucking Maidenless. I don't know, like very low C tier. Frozen Lightning Spear B tier. Name says it all. It's Lightning Spear AoE, but just like frozen. I don't know, O-Flame, short range, Maidenless, Bloodflame Blade, actually A tier. This one is actually pretty good. It inflicts like blood on your blade. It actually lasts longer than the stupid Black Flame Blade. So this one is pretty good. Electrify Armament B, good damage, but like your weapons are mostly going to be fused with something like, like um, holy damage or something. So I don't know, like, Pest Threads actually S tier. Like this one is like S tier in PvP. I said I won't count PvP, but in PvE it's actually also pretty good. Guraqq Beast Claw, A tier, I think. No, B tier, B tier. Come on, like it does good AOE, but like it's just like not that good. Flame of Frenzy. This is gonna be controversial, but I'm gonna put it in B. I'm just like I cannot really put it higher, man. Like high B maybe. I know everybody says this is the highest damage incantation in the game. I just don't like it that much. It's inconsistent. Sometimes I just don't hit the smaller opponents when I want to, and like I don't know. Like I think high B is like maybe A. High B. High B. Lightning Fortification A. Like that one. Fortification Lightning Spear. This is the one that does two of them. High A. This one is a tremendous. Or maybe like a low S. Low God tier. Yeah, low God tier, I would say. Very low God tier. Order's Blade gives Radagon holy damage. I would say B because it's Int plus Fate. Noble Presence, I would say high B or maybe low A, man. This is actually good, man, compared to what you would think initially. So we already ranked that one. Fire's Deadly Sin B. We're not using the broken build. Magic Fortification. Did I rank this one? That's a weak version of Better Gold. So it's here Assassin's Approach, Maidenless, Trash. Lord Said actually I liked a lot. Olivia's Poison, Blood, and Sleep build up. So it's A. So this one, like Sleep is not like I got slapped once through all my playthroughs, 250 plus hours. I only got slapped once by the fucking, like, I don't know, like a crab or something. Black Blade, low S tier, does tremendous damage on Rage. It's really, really good. It's a incredible, you know, just high damage, range, like slashing sweep. So Immutable Shield, I would so say low A. If you use a shield, it's actually really good, especially because Ash of War Barricade Shield got nerfed. So this one is like high A. I would say this one is actually very useful. And then we have did I rank the Erdtree heal? I don't know, man. I don't want to put it 2 times, but I think I didn't rank it, man. All of the ones I ranked. So I think if I didn't rank Erdtree, did I use it? I'm not really certain. I don't know, man. Let's just put it at A, because like Great Heal just heals you, man, completely. There is no need for this. And Fail Upon the already ranked. So this is all. I think I ranked every single incantation, guys. Let me know what you think. Swarm of Flies, absolute S tier, like for the quote unquote best for the last. This is the most uncoolest fucking like loser like incantation that does the most brutal damage. If you can beat Melania, just use this one, just like builds the blood so fast. As I said, that's pretty much it. Every single incantation ranked. I hope I wasn't too harsh in these ones. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Love you, boys. Subscribe if you like the content. I'm out.